Alright everybody, sharpen your pitchforks and get your torches ready because you're about to run me out of town for this hot take that I'm about to give. Organization 13 is completely overrated and drawn out in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Yes, I said it and I mean every bit of it. I think after Kingdom Hearts 2, Organization 13 should have been done in the dirt as the antagonist group for Kingdom Hearts, but because the character designs and the fandom loved all the members so much, Nomura and the team could not part ways with these characters. Now, for those of you that aren't as informed or need a little bit of a refresher, once again, I haven't played these games in a decent amount of time for the story, and I will go back and do that very shortly, so that way we can just all look back at these videos that I'm posting and see how much of an idiot I'm being. But Organization 13 was introduced in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories as the main villainous group that's trying to take control, I believe, of the Keyblade by taking Sora's memory. The mastermind of this castle and this scheme is Marluxia, who is following orders from Xemnas, who we do not know about in this game, but Xemnas is like the head honcho of Organization 13, and then he has the sect of, organization members go to Castle Oblivion to carry out this mission, and Marluxia is overseeing that mission. However, within the game, there's a lot of backstabbing, double crossing, double agents, treason within the organization, all that kind of stuff, to make it a little bit more, political and dramatic. But it's only a few of the organization members. We don't get all of them right at the get-go. There are only a handful of them in Chain of Memories. They all get defeated by Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, and King Mickey, and because of the story of memories being wiped, Sora, Donald, and Goofy get their memories erased, so they don't even remember the organization when they come across them again in Kingdom Hearts 2, which is the next half of Organization 13, led by Xemnas, who makes his appearance, who lets himself be known, and basically his goal is to become whole again. He is leading this group of now known as nobodies, which we didn't really get any lore until now. These guys are nobodies. They were somebodies that were overtaken by the darkness by Heartless, and their hearts were strong enough and their will was strong enough that it created a nobody version of themselves, which is basically just their name with an X in it, and then the letters are all like scrambled up to make their nobody form. Anyway, they're trying to find their hearts. They're trying to get hearts more so and become whole again, so their whole ideology is to use Sora and the Keyblade to defeat the Heartless and the Nobodies to release hearts back up to their artificial Kingdom Hearts. I think I'm getting this right, and so that way they can be whole again. Whew, that was a lot to kind of unpack there, and I don't even think I got it right or did it that much justice. But anyway, so they do that, but Sora defeats them yet again. They all get wiped out, and that should be it, right? Like that's completely closed out. Everyone's defeated, everyone's killed. No. Then we get Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, which is kind of like in between Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 2, and you play as Roxas, as he is a part of Organization 13 and does chores with them and assignments, and it's basically following Roxas' story as an organization member before he gets pretty much kicked out. Well, he doesn't get kicked out, he chooses to leave or something like that. But he can wield the Keyblade. There's this whole Shion extra thing going on. That's irrelevant. This is fine because it kind of fleshes out the organization, and it is a kind of a prequel in a sense. So I'm not too mad about it. But then it should all be closed up. It should be wrapped up with a nice little bow on top, right? Well, no, because fans love these characters so much, and honestly, I love these characters too. However, I feel like they all had their arcs and their stories completed, but they decided, you know what, now we're going to tell their stories as before they were nobodies in the mobile games, and then we're also going to bring them back in Kingdom Hearts 3 as part of something called The Organization. So now it's not Organization 13, it's The Organization. And the people that were defeated in Castle Oblivion that Sora forgot about are now back. So Marluxia's back, and so Sora's like, who are you? It's like he's never met him before because his memory has been wiped, but Marluxia remembers him. It's this whole thing, and yeah, the organization is now the new name for the 13 Seekers of Darkness. I guess they decided that title was too long, so they're like, hey, let's just take Organization 13, cut it down, and just become the organization, because there's not, well, there is 13 members, but they're not all from the original organization. You have like young Xehanort, you have Dark Riku, Sorry, Riku Replica, I got that wrong in the last video. But yeah, my head hurts already just trying to explain it. But it's just so unnecessary and so, like, I don't know. It's just, in my personal opinion, these guys, they have great boss fights. They have great, encounters and scenes with Sora and the crew and with each other. But were they really necessary for this final arc of Kingdom Hearts? I guess if you want to play devil's advocate, yes, I guess to close everything out. But they're not closing it out. And by that, I mean you still have, like, Axel, who's now his somebody. Lee is a Keyblade wielder, and he's still around, even though he died in Kingdom Hearts 2 through self-sacrifice, but I guess he didn't. And you have Vexen has returned, even though Axel, like, incinerated him in Chain of Memories, but no, now he's back. Some people come back from Dream Drop Distance to become their somebodies again, and they're going to be pivotal in Kingdom Hearts 4, and it's just... it's so confusing, and it's really, I think, a big part of why everyone says the Kingdom Hearts story is so convoluted and so complicated. I don't disagree with that statement. I don't think it's not as nearly as confusing as people are making it out to be, as I'm stuttering over plot points. But once again, I haven't played the games in a while, so go easy on me. But yeah, I don't know if I want to see more org members in future Kingdom Hearts games. You have Xigbar still staying, and he's actually Lushu from, like, the Lost Masters time, so he's now even more relevant in the story. He had a hidden agenda the entire time, apparently. There's a lot of theories that the Master of Master, who is wearing the organization cloaks, people are saying that, like, that's, like, Demix, possibly, or Sora from the past. That's different. That's for a whole different thing, but the organization is not done. We see, Luxort, we see his person, or at least we hear his voice actor in, like, the back of his character's head when Yozora wakes up from a alleged dream after that final boss fight, that secret boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I believe the person that's driving in the front of the car is also somebody. Guys, I'm tired. I'm not saying we just need a whole new roster of characters, but I would at least like the ones that we are sticking with, the main trio, and then, Kairi, Riku, them to be fleshed out, and then we can get a more, like, linear story and not have to go into 5 million places. But regardless, I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 4 and the future of the Kingdom Hearts series. It's still my favorite video game series of all time. Once again, I think the character designs and the characters themselves are amazing in Organization 13. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm like, oh, I hate these characters. Their fights are some of the best fights in video game history, in my opinion. Yes, they're flashy and can be absolutely ridiculous at times, but, I mean, the data fights are really, really amazing, and I wouldn't want them to go away. It would be cool to have those still, but then that's to play devil's advocate. Why would they be in future Kingdom Hearts games if the organization members aren't there? So there's just so much I have thinking about this. And as I'm, like, ranting to you guys, more things are coming up. Like, what made it work so well in Kingdom Hearts 2 was you would go to Disney Worlds, and then you would also fight the organization members in those Disney Worlds. Like, they would be a part of the story more so. Whereas in Kingdom Hearts 3, they show up and they talk, but you don't fight them. You don't have any org fights actually in these Disney worlds. You have them at the end in this grand finale in these group battles, which are really cool, don't get me wrong, but who knows. And it just seems like a lot of their sacrifices are for nothing, because, like I said, Axel literally sacrifices himself to, for Sora to continue, and in vain of his friends, or is in vain the right word? In memory of, his friends, but then he's back, and then, like, Xigbar is gone, but now he's back as Lushu, and Marluxia is gone, but now he's got a really big story as his somebody before he became a nobody in, like, the Union Cross games or whatever. And I don't know if I want to see any more organization members or characters in my Kingdom Hearts game. Give us new enemies to fight. I know we have Yozora and then that kind of gang that we saw in Kingdom Hearts 3, but they seem more like good guys than bad guys. So give us some antagonists that we can, really loathe and despise and have fun just like comboing and make a new type of organization. I'm not saying make it like Organization 13. Actually do the complete opposite. Make it completely different but super unique and cool. I don't know. What do you guys think about Organization 13? Do you love them to death and think that they should continue in every single Kingdom Hearts game? Or do you think it's time to put Organization 13, the organization, whatever you want to call it, to rest? Do you think it will rest? I honestly, I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to play any Kingdom Hearts game that comes out. I'm a fan. So we'll just see what they decide to do. Maybe they'll stay but go in a direction that I like. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. It's just something that's been on my mind for a while. So, yeah, that's going to be it. See ya.